on, Teen Moo friends. It's Karen. Back again. Got my favorite Teen Moo shirt on. Smart ass. Yeah. People have to look before they get it. I'm gonna put on my, I'm gonna be doing some painting, so I'm gonna put painting all over my clothes, so I'm gonna put on my craft apron. This is also came from Teen. Try to keep this shirt without no paint on it because this is my favorite. But I had a mint in my mouth. Sorry, because my throat is dry. I try not to smack on it. Try to moisten my throat. So I'm gonna do this garden statue. I'm still smacking. It says up here before I bleached it out. This was covered. This has been in the garden, flower garden for since I moved in here in 2017, and it was there before that, but I don't know how long. It was my mother's, and it was covered in mold and those moss. So I soaked it overnight, hot soapy water, and then I took the all-purpose cleaner and sprayed it, and then some mildew remover, and scrubbed it with a toothbrush. So it's all clean now. No signs of mold. But let me see. Chipped off paint. Yeah. On his belly. And his nose. Nose is almost white. And there, black. Pretty much chipped off. All the flowers are gone. The color's gone. And the grass. And there's a little bit of his bow. Still had some red on it, but all these crevices were just full. This is just stained. There's nothing on there. I use the mold and mildew remover, bleach and all-purpose cleaner, so it's clean. But I won't touch them up. Thing is, you're supposed to be gray, dark gray and a lighter gray on his belly. And this one's blue. This rock is gray, so if I do it, him gray and this gray, it's just, you're not going to see nothing. So I'm going to go ahead and leave them the original colors, or as close to it as I can mix the paint to that color. Okay? That's what we're going to do. We're going to restore this. Recycle it. Not really recycle it, because it is what it is, but I'm going to restore it. Make it pretty again. Can you see down there? Bring it a little bit closer. Yeah. So let's start with Eeyore first. I'll mix up some blue, which is the darker blue. It's a little lighter, but that's okay. It'll look better anyway, I think. Okay. I'm gonna go in here and paint this part of him. Legs. A little bit. How's everybody doing? Doing good. We finally got some rain. A big old thunderstorm last night, which we desperately needed. We're on a burn ban. Grass is so brown and dry. Haven't had to mow yet this year, this spring. Can't see what I'm doing when I'm holding it, can you? Little face. Excuse me. Too much coffee. And 0. There. Belly is more of a gray. It's more gray, so I'm gonna paint that separately. We'll find details. Let's see. Oh yeah, she better with the rest of one. See where it missed. You can see that. And get back there I missed. It's amazing what glasses can do, huh? Bring all those spots right up where you can see them. Thank you. Like I said, I know this isn't the color it's supposed to be, but the color it was. This color I'm going to put it back to. Big joints. Yeah, it looks like the cut. Oh. So I got all of it now. black spot on the bottom of his foot. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's a hole. Right there. That's a hole. Oh well. Not much I can do about that. I don't have any air dry clay right now to fix it. Okay. Bleeding through a little bit. The reality looks better. Okay. Spots where the mold was, darkening them out. I did it coat. All right, there it is so far. The blue. Now I'm going to make this a little bit grayish blue. With it. Right now? No. Pretty much same color. Wipe that off. Gotta be a little bit lighter. I'm mixing this with a little bit of gray. So I'm still sniffling, still sneezing, still coughing. There we go. That looks better. Just took some of that. This was what color blue? This was cerulean blue, and I mixed it with white, plain white, till I come up with that as close as I could come to matching them. And now I'm mixing this plain gray with that blue. And it's just plain gray. Let's see how this matches. Yeah, pretty good. Let's see. Here. Now I gotta get up in here. Try not to get it all over the blue. His chest goes up around his neck. Yeah. Alright, there we go. Don't want that on there. Take that off. Okay. Now he's two-toned. I'm gonna put muzzle next. I can find, ooh, I want yellow. Yellow. Orange. I'm gonna find a peachy looking one. I might have to mix up some more. Let's see. Oh, there's beige. But it's a peachy look. We'll use this one. For the muzzle. Oh, see? And I got it on the shirt. Darn it. That's just appropriate. Well, the apron didn't help much. Okay, so went and washed it out before it dried. And I tied it up a little bit more around my neck because it was hanging too low. So I tied it in the back. Okay, shirt saved. Let's get you back. Yeah. Alright, I have to get in that paper towel. So, no, what? Beige. Get a clean brush. This one in the water. Okay. Get over there before I wear it. Alright, let's do this. Let's do his muzzle. Big old smile. He's wearing a big old smile. Hard to do it, and you'll see it too, because I have to get down in those little nooks and crannies. meets his chin. This is going to need 2 coats. You can see, but it's streaking. Paint's just pulling away. Let that dry a minute and give it another coat. Starting to look pretty good. Yes. I'm just gonna let that hang out there. Okay, drink of water. Okay. Now, let's do the black. Right there. I was gonna say I don't have the black out, but I do. It's right here. Wish I didn't have to put these caps back in there because I always end up getting it on myself, popping these caps out. Always flip them. Flip them right on myself. Okay. The brush. Clean brush. Let's get one of these fine point ones. Try not to get it all over him. Excuse me. Okay. Any better? Light's horrible in here. So I've got my windows blocked off to keep the sun out. It gets so hot in here. There used to be an awning across these 3 windows, but it went down with one of the hurricanes. I don't remember which one. But one of them, a couple of years ago, tore it right off. And pulled my siding off and had to fix that. So we just took it down, didn't even attach it back up, because every time we have a hurricane it pulls off and makes a mess to my siding. Elvis look. We give him some pretty waves. His eyebrows. Come on. Yeah. Yeah. And now let's do this side. See if we can not make a mess. Hands are shaky. Trying to get down as close as the head as I can, but not get it all over the blue. It don't gotta be perfect. It's an outdoor statue, garden statue. But I want to put as good as I can. Try to make it look somewhere near nice. I've been watching True Crime and Cops this morning. I got it on, but the volumes are muted. Look up. It's right there. Okay. Brought this down just a little bit further. This here is done. Just a tip. And get all the way across this eyebrow. Darn it. Yeah. Come back and touch that up with the blue. Yeah. A little bit right there. See where I wiped it off. As I was falling down to it, this is his eye. It's following down to the eye. I'm not done with the black yet. And we're going to go in here and do his pupils. No, shaky shake. Come on. Okay. Put a stitch right there. Yes, a couple of stitches on his nose. His nostrils. much worn off, so I just took a guess. There they go. Very little paint left. Okay. I'll have to go back and touch this because I wiped it off. And I guess, oh, he has a stitch here. I don't do the mouth afterwards because I got to touch up that peachy color. Okay. Oh, we got some stitches. Go ahead and get all the stitches while we're doing it. Okay. Let that black dry. Fix this peach that I wiped off. Okay. So far, this is what we got. He needs his dead flowers here. Wilted flowers done. That's the next step. Let me switch to a fan brush. And we're going to do the gray. So I can paint the flowers. There's gray in here. Let that dry so I can paint the flowers. So can't turn it, it's wet. I'm just going to do the back side here. Should start on this side first. You can't turn it around because it's wet. Alright. So down for a minute. Well, I've got the gray painted so I can go in and paint the flowers. And there's a little bow and piece of tail back there. But I had to do the gray first. Okay. Do the back side. These are the Fan of Story acrylic paint I got from Temu. I like them quite a bit. They're acrylic, so they're easy wash, clean up. Okay. We'll let this dry and we'll go back to the rest of the detailing.
Hey, you guys ready?
I'm gonna
alright.
put the white on the flowers. This one was white. At one point in time, I started scrubbing it. It's alright. Now I'm going to give it a daisy. I don't know what the inside color was, but there was white on the petals, so I'm going to make it a daisy. Completely. White. Yeah. I'll put the yellow in the centers. Gotta be back, Abby. Gotta be back in a while. Go shopping. Alright. This is where it's going to get tedious. We got green leaves. Set green. Alright. Gotta open a new one. Spill it on myself. Oh, look at that. I didn't flop it over on me. Amazing. Ah. Fingers are cramping. We're gonna do the grass. There's little spurts of grass everywhere. Grass. Yeah. I guess it's grass. I'm painting it like grass. I don't really know what it is. I think it's grass. Okay. So in the front here. We got the leaves over here on this flower. Weeds. That's what they are, weeds. Okay. I got another white one over here. Another daisy. yellow. Now let's do the yours tail. Ribbon. Bow. You know what I mean. The bow. Stump tacked into his hiney. Some red. Back in here. Okay. And then the tail. There's his tail. So, it's a little loud. Just mute it. Okay. Let's see what we got. The weeds in his hand. Red. And those are daisies. So back to the white. Oops, that's gray. Back to the white. Oh, come on. Wait. I'm not sure what that red thing is, but it was red, so I painted it red. Oh, maybe it's a bow. Probably a bow. Well, so we're going to call it anyway. We're going to call it a bow he tied up his weeds with. I don't see any red flowers on here, but that was definitely red. Got that red on that yellow. Okay. Those ones are dead. Well, you can find timber. this one. We need brown. I don't have any brown open. We got brown. We got some colors of brown. I don't know if I had a brown. Sienna. Center. Raw umber as close as I got to brown. So we're gonna use the raw umber. Use what you got, people. Use what you got. All right. Now we gotta paint these stems. Okay, and then stems on the daisy. And the ones over here. Yep. I don't know what this is supposed to be here. I think it's just, well, they built it up. Maybe it's another rock or something. I don't know. You can't distinguish it, so I'm gonna leave it. Alright, I think that's done. Oh, no. One more piece. I gotta wait till this is good and dry and then paint the letters back in. It says weeds are flowers too. Once you get to know them, sign Dior. But that's still got wet paint in it, so I'm gonna do that off camera. Take it a while to dry. Give his eyes a little. Tops of his eyes here. Here we go. Some of it was gonna go into the garbage when I was out there picking up. I had sprayed weed killer in both the gardens out there. They was all overgrown. I sprayed weed killer, and we was out there pulling that up, getting that up, and putting down some mulch. And I grabbed these, and I was throwing them in the trash. There's on top. There's a couple of them. There's on top of the trash barrel. So I could come in and get a bag and put them in the bag. And I decided, no, I want those. I'll redo them. So I brought them in because I don't like to throw anything away. I'm a terrible hoarder. So I came in and got the trash bag. Went back out. Put them in trash bag and brought it back in the house. So I had to keep them, and I filled up a dish pan with foot soap, like you get in the hospital. Those little basins, pink basins when you're in the hospital, with bleach. I soaked them overnight. Then I sprayed them with mold and mildew remover, and then I took a toothbrush, scraped all around it, and then I took all-purpose cleaner, went over that. So, there's nothing there. There's no mold or anything there. And painted it back up. And now, now my mama lives on. Get a hair in there. There we go. She lives on in a few more years. I will stick them back out in the garden once they're all good and dry. Mulch is down. Jacob finished that up today. So, we're good. Put this paint all away. I think I'll mark on the bottom here where I redone it. Do that right now. What is this? Today is May 2025. I'm gonna, after this is completely dry, I'm gonna spray it with acrylic spray paint sealer. Acrylic sealer spray paint all over the whole thing. So it will, withstand the rain. And that'll be that. So, let me know what you think. Still a little, gray's a little bit wet. So I put May 2025 on the bottom, so I remember when I redid it. And he does look better than he did when I started. Oh. That looks like black paint. But that's his weed. The brown. One of the weed pieces coming out and down. Looks like I smeared paint, but I didn't. Just part of the weeds. The stems. I put his little stitchings in. He does have a little hole right there. But that's alright. I put his stitching in, I did his eyes. I'm not going to try to do that line on his mouth, because that's too fine. My hand ain't that steady. I'm just going to leave it like it is. You can't see it anyways. But there he is. Let me know what you think. Was it worth it? Probably not. But it does have memories. It was my mom's. She loved Dior. So I decided to save it. And it was video content. Let's be honest, right? I don't have any Temu because I'm not paying that tariff. I'm not paying $2.99 per item on local warehouse unless you order $30 or more. So I haven't been through it. I don't really need anything that's $30 or more, so probably be a while. And that's that. One last look at it. Look at my mess I made. Not too bad. This was at one point in time, this was the price tag that was glued on. It says $12. My mother worked at the Family Dollar store. After she retired, she wasn't ready to be retired, so she went down there and worked. It's just at the end of the street, and she could walk back and forth. She went down there, and she was a key manager, so she did that for a few years, and then she got sick and had to get done. But she probably got it because it had that little hole in it. What I just showed it to you over here, one of his feet had that little nick in it, so she probably got it for free. It was probably headed for the dumpster. No, I can't. Oh, right there. Had that little hole in it, so they're probably gonna throw it away. My mother didn't spend a lot of money on anything. It was either, she's like me, it was either clearance, on sale, or free. That's how we roll. Okay. So, thank you for tuning in. I know this is a very long video, but these painting ones are going to be recycling ones. Still wet up there. So there's the front. There's the back. Still need some more gray paint here. I missed it. I'll get that later. But that's it. So, thank you very much. If you liked it, hit the like button. If you haven't already, subscribe, share with friends, leave a comment, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.